everyone, it's Bex, Planner UK on Instagram, and I am filming today the journal tag 2022 that's hosted by Melyyrose. So let's get started. The first question is the journal that welcomed the new year. So I was actually still just finishing off this journal, which I finished on the 2nd of January. So I suppose it was this journal that welcomed in the new year for me. And here in front of me, it's hard to get it all into the frame, but these are the journals that I completed in 2021. So in total, it is 11 journals completed. So I hope you can see them all. I do have flip throughs of all of my journals up to here on my channel, I think, and my journals from last year. I do still need to just film these final flip throughs of these last few, which I'll be doing hopefully quite soon. I did work in some other journals, but because they are not completed, they are not included in this total. So yeah, 11 journals. So question number 3 is, what worked for you last year in journaling that you want to keep doing this new year? I think one of the things that I really enjoyed, actually, I started using some thinner journals as well as the thicker journals. And that I quite enjoyed that because, especially when time is short and I'm not journaling as much, you still can complete a journal quite quickly and have that new start of moving into a new one. So I quite enjoyed that. I also worked in a smaller journal here, which was a bit of a change, and I suppose mixed feelings really, but it did work for me. So another thing that worked for me, I know a lot of people are perhaps maybe not journaling as much about the pandemic and about coronavirus, but it still works for me to record the key kind of headlines, the key stats, the deaths, the cases each day when I am journaling. It kind of helps me to transition, I think, from my busy day potentially into journaling mode. So I can just kind of look up the key stats, the key headlines, write them down, and then if I want to, I can carry on journaling about other things, about life in general. So that does still work for me, and I am still really glad that I have that record and that I'm still keeping it up. So I don't see that changing, unfortunately, because the pandemic is still with us, isn't it? So I'll keep doing that this year. I think I just want to keep up journaling on a daily basis, even though it's often quite difficult in terms of finding the time each day, but even to find 5 minutes at the end of the day before bed is really important to me. So I just want to keep doing that. Question number 4 is struggles that you had in journaling last year. And I think the biggest thing is definitely time. Last year I was completing my master's. I was also working full time, and I have a family of 3 young children as well. So it was all quite busy. So I suppose time is the biggest issue really. And I suppose sometimes you have lots that you want to write down, but maybe you don't feel like you have the time to sit down and process them on paper properly. So I suppose that's another struggle maybe, but other than that, I can't think of any other struggles. Okay, so number 5 is something new you want to try in journaling. I think one of the things that I am trying for 2022 is I have a kind of Hobonichi style journal. So a lot of people call this kind of a Hobonichi, where they have a specific page per day. So this is something that I am giving a go. It's not an actual Hobonichi you might have seen from my previous videos. It's a Chinese Kinbo planner. And mixed feelings. The jury's still out really on this, having a page. In some ways it's quite restrictive, and I think I'm not being as creative perhaps because you only have a page. So whereas if you have a kind of blank journal, you can use as many or as few pages as you want to really. So but that's something new that I'm trying, and so we'll see how that goes. So question 6 is 3 new journals you plan to use in 2022. So I am using this Kinbor journal, which is very much like a Hobonichi cousin. I am also using, I have a family memory keeping journal, which is this one, which again is on my channel. This is a Nolte, if you want to go and see it on my channel in more detail. And the third journal that I am using at the moment is this blank page small journal here. So the idea is that when I've completed my daily page, I can move into this and write as freely as I wish. Although I haven't been utilising it that well so far, like I've only filled a few pages so far. So anyway. So what is my intention for journaling this coming year during 2022? I would say it's just to keep going, keep prioritising it, keep finding the time, even if it's only like 5 minutes a day. I know that it's really good for me to keep up that daily habit. So, and keep taking pictures, keep sharing them on Instagram. I want to post more on Instagram, and I need to get back into a routine of posting videos regularly as well. So I suppose those are my intentions for journaling this year. Obviously, I'll see how it goes with my new journals and my kind of Hobonichi 1 page a day approach that I'm taking, to see whether that works for me or not. It's too early to say, I think, currently. And thank you to everyone for watching. Thank you to everyone that's taken part in the Melyyrose journal tag. I've enjoyed watching. I always enjoy watching the videos that other people do. And thank you obviously to Melyyrose for hosting it. And take care everyone. Happy planning, happy journaling.